What is up guys, this is iReviews. In this video we're going to show you the top 30 Cydia tweaks for your iOS 8 device. The first tweak we're going to show you, it's called Multi-Icon Mover Plus. This tweak will allow you to move a lot of icons at the same time. It's very useful. All you have to do to move icons, just tap on one of them, and now when they start shaking, just hit here, the lower right corner, just hit it and it will place this check mark on the icon, and then you just go to the page where you want to move them, just hit the home button and it will move them all at the same time. Very useful. And if you go to settings under Multi-Icon Mover Plus, here you have appearance, you have markers, you can use check marks or numbers, and if you go lower here you can also enable moving folders, just enable it right here, and also choose a method to open folders, single tap or double tap. You can download this tweak from the Big Boss repo. It will cost you 99 cents. Next up is AppBox 8. This tweak will allow you to easily launch apps from your lock screen. Now the first thing you need to do after you install this tweak is go to your settings, go to AppBox and enable it right here. Then here you have apps. Here you can choose which apps you want to have on your lock screen. Just go to apps right here. Then you have enabled and disabled. If you want to enable an app, just drag it up here. If you want to disable one, just drag it down here to the disabled section. And if you go back, then you have auto unlock. If you go here, you can choose to auto unlock your lock screen when you open one of these apps. And if you go back, then you have apps per row and also apps per row in landscape mode. Here you can choose how many apps per row you want to have on your lock screen. Also in landscape mode, you can choose a number between 1 and 7. And if you go back, then here you can enable or disable badges, labels, and enable round icons on your lock screen. And if you go lower here, you can set the transparency and the size of the icons. And lower here, you can also open app with a long hold. Just enable it right here. Now let me show you how this tweak works. Let's lock the device. Just slide from the right side to the left like this, and as you can see right here, now you will have all your apps. Just tap one of them and it will open it. Very cool tweak. You can download this tweak for $150 from the Big Boss repo. Next up is Reach Weather. This tweak will add the weather of your city on the reachability screen. Now when you double tap your home screen to go to the reachability mode, normally here you will just get a black page, but this tweak will allow you to have the weather of your city here in the reachability view. And if you go to settings under Reach Weather, here you have an enable button. Then here you can enable Celsius, and also you can enable a detailed view of your weather in your city with this switch right here. Lower here you set the city, just click right here and you can enter your city and also set the language right here. Just choose your language and you're good to go. You don't need to respring your device. This is a very cool tweak. As you can see, you will have the weather of your city in the reachability view. It makes the reachability view really more useful, and you can download this tweak for free from the Big Boss repo. Next up is WatchBoard. This tweak will bring the Apple Watch UI to your iPhone. As you can see right here, it looks very cool. It works just like the Apple Watch. And if you go to settings under WatchBoard, here you have an enable button. Then you have activation methods. If you go here, you can choose an activator gesture, which you can use to launch this tweak. And lower here you have home icon. If you open this, then you can choose in which icon you want to focus when you tap the home button on your home screen. I have chosen the settings app. Now let's just tap the home screen. As you can see, it will send me to the settings app. Very useful. And if you go lower here, you can choose circle icons, and also you can choose or to hide or show the icon labels. And lower here you can set the spacing between the icons. As you can see, now they are far away from each other, and you can bring them closer together. Just slide the other side. You can download WatchBoard from the Big Boss repo. It will cost you $3.99. The next tweak we're going to show you, it's called GridSwitcher. This tweak will add a grid layout to your app switcher. As you can see right here, we have a 2x2 layout on our app switcher, and if we go to settings, here we have GridSwitcher. You have an enable button right here. Then here you can choose the layout for your app switcher. You can choose 2x2, 3x3 or 4x4. And if we go back, then here you have icons. You can choose if you want to show or hide icons. If you want to show them, then you have scale. Here you can choose the size of your icons, and lower here you can enable a drop shadow for the icons and also show or hide labels with this switcher right here. You can download GridSwitcher from the Big Boss repo. It will cost you $150. Next up we have Boxy 2. This tweak will allow you to customize the layout of your icons on your iOS 8 device. As you can see right here, we have a way different layout and it looks very cool, and you can do that by going to your settings, go to Boxy 2. Here you have an enable button, then you have enable quick settings. If you enable this, then all you have to do is just swipe up anywhere on your home screen and you can choose different layouts for your icons. Just hit done right here, and as you can see, it will change the layout of your icons. And if we go back here, then you have presets. Here you can choose different layouts, and if you go back, then you have page control visible and also icon labels visible. If you want to see icon labels, just enable it right here. And here you can save the current layout that you have and also restore saved icon layouts later. Also, you have custom icon layout, just enable it right here, and then you can choose the number of columns and also number of rows on your home page. You can download Boxy 2 from the ModMyi repo. It will cost you $199. Next up we have Eclipse 2. This is a very useful tweak which will bring this dark mode to your iPhone and will make it easier for you to read something, especially at nighttime. This is very useful. And if you go to settings under Eclipse 2, here you have an enable button. Then you can disable this tweak on the springboard, and lower here you have a respring button for all the changes to take effect. And if you go lower here you have color options. Here you can change the colors for your navigation bar, theme, tint, and also the status bar color. And if you go back, we have advanced options. Here you can change the colors for your keyboard or also for your loading screen, your dock color, and also the control center color. And if you go back, you have blacklisted applications. Here you can choose in which apps you don't want to use this tweak. As you can see, it looks very cool, also is very useful, and also it applies on all the apps. As you can see right here, the notes all blacked out. It looks very cool. You can download Eclipse 2 from the Big Boss repo. It will cost you 99 cents. Next up we have a tweak called Pix. This tweak will bring these cool animations to your app switcher. As you can see right here, they're spinning. It looks very cool. Now to change these animations, all you have to do is go to your settings, go to Pix. This tweak doesn't have anything to configure. All it has here is animations. You just go here and you can choose any of these animations for the app cards on your app switcher. You can also choose no animation to disable this tweak. You can download Pix from the Big Boss repo. It will cost you 99 cents. Next up we have Share Widget. This tweak will allow you to easily share something to your Facebook account, Twitter, or also send an email or a message from your notification center. All you have to do after you install this tweak is open the notification center, and here you have edit. Just hit it right here and then just add the share widget to your notification center, and now you can see all the apps right here. You can go ahead and easily share something directly from your notification center. And if we go to settings, here under share widget, you have all these apps which you can enable on your notification center. You can also disable each of them with the switches right here. And if you go lower here, you can choose to show or hide the share widget on your lock screen. And here you have icon styles. You can choose two different icon styles. You have the application icons, also flat icons, which looks like this. Very cool. You can download share widget from the Big Boss repo for free. The next tweak we're going to show you, it's called DoubleCut. This tweak will allow you to easily insert your email anywhere you want on your device by simply double tapping the add key on your keyboard. Now the first thing you need to do after you install this tweak is go to your settings, go to DoubleCut, and here you can enter your email, and then just go anywhere you want to enter your email. Just go to the add key, double tap it fast, and it will show your email. Very useful tweak. You can download it for free from the Big Boss repo. Next up we have KillBackground 8. This tweak will allow you to easily close all the background running apps with just one click. Now after you install this tweak, you need to go to your settings and enable it right here. Then here you have some other options you can configure. You have auto close this switcher. If you enable this, it will automatically close the app switcher after you have killed all the apps. And here you can choose to show another button on the left side. Normally you will have just one on the right side, and also you can enable bigger buttons right here. You can also choose if you want to kill or not kill the music after you have closed all the apps. And also here you can exclude apps. You can choose on which apps you don't want this tweak to be applied, and then these apps won't be closed when you close all the apps using this tweak. Now let me show you how it works. All you have to do is go to your app switcher, and here you have this button right here. You just click it and it will kill all the background running apps. You can download this tweak for free from the Big Boss repo. Next up we have clone alarms. This tweak will allow you to easily create a lot of alarms with just a few simple steps. Now the first thing you have to do after you install this tweak is enable it, and you can do that by going to your settings, go to clone alarm and just enable it right here. Now let me show you how it works. Go to your clock app, just if you add an alarm right here, hit save, and now if you want to clone this alarm, you just tap on it, hold it, and now this window will show up. Here you can choose how many copies you want to have of this alarm. You have from 1 to 5, or you can go to other and enter any number you like. And also here you can set the time difference between these alarms. The same here, you can choose the time right here, or just go to other and enter any number you like. Then just hit clone, and as you can see it will create all these alarms. You can download Clone Alarm for 99 cents from the Big Boss repo. Next up we have CyDelete 8. This tweak will make it easier for you to delete any of your Cydia apps or tweaks from your springboard. As you can see right here, we have Springtomize. Tap on it, and here you can see the X button. If I just hit that, I can delete Springtomize as the normal app from the App Store. Now if you go to settings under CyDelete 8, here you have an enable button, then you have protected apps. Here you can enable Cydia and the Pangu app to protect them from being deleted, because you don't want to delete Cydia or the Pangu app, so you better enable these two and protect these two apps. The next tweak we're going to show you, it's called NoRecentlyDeleted. This tweak will prevent photos from going to the recently deleted album when you delete them from your camera roll. Let's delete one of them. And now if we go back to the albums, as you can see right here, recently deleted, there is no photo there. And if you go to settings here under NoRecentlyDeleted, all you have here is an enable button. You have disabled trash bin, you enable it right here, and then your photos won't go to the recently deleted album anymore. Next up we have PowerTap. This tweak will add some very useful functions to the power down menu on your iOS 8 device. As you know, when you tap the power button to go to the power down menu, all you get here is slide to power off. But this tweak will add some more options. If you click on the button right here, it will change it to slide to reboot. Click once again, slide to respring, and click once more, slide to go to the safe mode. And if you go to settings here under PowerTap, you can enable or disable each of these toggles with this switch right here, and also set a custom text for each of them. Right here you have reboot, respring, and safe mode. You can download this tweak from the Big Boss repo. The next tweak we're going to show you, it's called TransparentVolume 8. This tweak will allow you to change the transparency of the volume hood on your iOS 8 device. As you can see right here, the volume hood is way more transparent, and you can do that by going to your settings. Here you have TransparentVolume 8, and if you go here, you have this slider where you can set the transparency of the volume hood of your iOS 8 device. Next up we have CloseAll. This is a tweak for your Safari app. What it does is that it will allow you to easily close all the tabs on your Safari app by holding the X button of one of the tabs. Just hold it, and then it will ask you, are you sure you want to close all tabs? Just hit yes, and it will close all the background running tabs. This tweak doesn't have any other options to configure. All you have to do is install it. The next tweak we're going to show you, it's called MorePredict. This tweak will allow you to add more predictive words on your keyboard. As you can see right here, we have 5 and normally there are just 3, and you can add even more by going to your settings under MorePredict. Here you have count. If you go here, you can add a number, whichever number you want, and you will have that number of predictive words on your keyboard. And right here you can set the gap between the words with this slider right here. This tweak doesn't have any other options to configure. You can download it from the Big Boss repo. Next up we have iWidgets. This tweak will allow you to add widgets to your home screen. All you have to do is tap anywhere on your home screen, and now this page will show up, and here you have all the widgets that you have installed on your device. Just tap one of them, hit add right here, and now you will have it on your springboard. You can tap on it and place it anywhere you want on your device. And if you go to Cydia, you can download more widgets. Just go to all sources, go down here to widgets, and here you have all the widgets that you can download for your device and then add them later to your home screen. This next week we're going to show you, it's called InstaEnhancer. This tweak will add some very useful features to the Instagram app on your iOS 8 device. As you can see right here, when I tap to like this photo, it won't like it without asking me, are you sure that you want to like this photo? This will prevent you from accidentally liking a photo. You can also save your photos from the Instagram app to the camera roll. As you can see right here, we have a save button. And if we go to settings under InstaEnhancer, here you have some options you can configure. You have Insta Confirm. Here you can enable or disable the confirm of the likes, and then you have Vibe Like. If you enable this, then it will vibrate your device anytime you like a photo. You have black keyboard right here, and save option. You can enable or disable the save options. You can also enable a bigger font right here. Just enable it and set the bigger font with the slider right here at the bottom of this page. The next tweak we're going to show you, it's called CCBackground. This tweak will allow you to add a custom background to your control center. If you go to settings here under CCBackground, you have an enable button, then here you have select image. If you go here, you just tap on one image that you want to add as the background of your control center, and then just hit done right here. It will respring your device, and now you will have a custom background for your control center. Next up we have CSwitcher. This tweak will add the app switcher to your control center. As you can see right here, when I launch the control center, here I have all the background running apps, and you just tap on one of them and it will send you to that app. This is very useful, especially if you have a broken home button and you don't want to use it, so you can just switch between apps by simply going to your control center. And if we go to settings here under CSwitcher, you have an enable button, then you have 5 icons. Here you can choose if you want to have 4 icons or 5 icons in a page. And if you go lower here, you have app snapshots. You can enable or disable the app snapshots. As you can see right here, these little cards, if you disable them, you will have just the icons, but if you enable them, then you will have this snapshot of the apps on your control center. You can download this tweak from the Big Boss repo. The next tweak we're going to show you, it's called nested folders. This tweak will allow you to create new folders inside of a folder. All you have to do is just drag an icon to another one like you normally do to create a folder, and now you will have a new folder inside of a folder. And to go back from the second folder to the main one, just tap anywhere outside of the folder icon and you will get back to the main folder like this. Very useful tweak. You can download it for free from the Big Boss repo. Next up we have a tweak called Dotter. This tweak will allow you to make more use of the blue dots that indicate that an app has been recently updated by allowing you to use them in a different way. If you go to settings here under Dotter, you have behavior. If you go here, you can choose default, batch replacement, or background running indicator. Here, if we choose this, you will see the settings app has this blue dot which indicates that this app is running in the background. The next tweak we're going to show you is called OSLite 8. This tweak will allow you to easily clean your device from the trash files. If you go to settings under OSLite 8, here you have clean temporary folders, clean caches folders, clean artwork file, or just hit clean all of the above to clean all of this. And if you go lower here, you have do not clean. If you go here, you can choose which apps you don't want to clean with this tweak. And if you go lower here, you have extras. You can clean inboxes, clean safe harbor, clean Safari download, or just hit here clean all extras. And if you go lower here, you have reset applications. If you use that, then it will reset your applications as the day that they were installed. It will clean all the junk files from them and will reset them to their default state. Next up, we have CCNow Playing. This tweak will make it easier for you to share the music that you're listening to your Facebook or to your Twitter account. As you can see right here at the media controls, we have a Facebook and a Twitter button. If you just tap one of them, right now you can easily share the music that you're listening to one of your accounts. And if you go to settings, here under CCNow Playing, you have format. Here you can choose what you want to share. You have artist, song name, album, and also app name, the name of the app where you're listening to the music. And if you go lower here, you have left button and right button. Here you can choose what social app you want to have on these buttons. And if you go back, you have button style. Here you can choose the style of the button. You have none, circle, or round. And if you go lower here, you have enable album artwork. If you enable this, then it will share the album artwork on your post. And if you go lower here, you have auto close the control center. If you enable this, it will automatically close the control center after you post something to Facebook or Twitter. You can download this tweak for free from the Big Boss repo. Next up, we have Slide to Kill 8 Lite. This tweak will make it easier for you to close all the background running apps. All you have to do is just slide down the home card on the app switcher. And if you go to settings here under Slide to Kill 8, you have an enable button, then you have Kill Now Playing. If you enable this, then it will stop the music that is playing on the background when you close all of the apps. And if you disable this, the music will continue playing, it won't stop it. Now let me show you how it works. All you have to do is go to the home card, just slide it down, and now it will close all the apps running in the background. As you can see right here, no apps in the background. The next tweak we're going to show you, it's called PullToRespring. This tweak will make it easier for you to respring your device. All you have to do is just pull down on the settings menu like this, and it will respring the device. It doesn't have any other options to configure. All you have to do is install it. Next up, we have CCLiveBrightness. This tweak will allow you to see in real time the brightness of your device when you're changing it. Let me show you how it works. If you go to Control Center to change the brightness of your device, as you can see right here, when I tap on this slider, it will remove the Control Center, and now I can see at real time the amount of brightness on my device. And if you go to settings here under CCLiveBrightness, you have remove tint above the CC. What it does is that it will remove this tint above this Control Center. Let's enable it and see how it works. As you can see right here, no tint there. And if you enable show brightness slider, it will show the brightness slider when you want to change the amount of brightness. As you can see right here, it completely removed the Control Center. Only thing left here is the brightness slider. And if we go back, you have close CC. If you enable this, then it will close the Control Center after you're done changing the brightness of your device. You can download this tweak for free from the Big Boss repo. And the last tweak for this video, it's called Dye. This tweak will allow you to change the tint color of your iOS 8 device. As you can see right here, the control center, also the notification center, they look way more different, and you can change this color by going to your settings, go to Dye, enable it right here, then here you have choose color. If you go here, then you can choose which color you want for the tint color of your device and set the transparency with the slider at the bottom of the page. And if you go back, here you have advanced options. If you go here, you can choose if you want this tweak to be applied anywhere on your device, just enable it right here. You can also choose to use a darker keyboard on your iOS 8 device, and if you go lower here, you can set the amount of blur and tint on your device. Just enable them right here and set the amount with these sliders. Now you can download this tweak for free from the Big Boss repo. So these are the top 30 Cydia tweaks for your iOS 8 device. I hope you guys enjoyed them. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Also go ahead and follow us on Twitter. You can find the link to our Twitter account in the description of this video.